completely straight, front to back 3-inch. So it should be a lot of sound. I think that's basically the idea of that. Even though it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder, as you can see, this is not stock either. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are here as promised with some more JDM content, because we finally have a 2011 Mitsubishi Lancer EVO 10. So yeah, I mean, we've been looking for a cool EVO for years now, and we finally found one. Well, we didn't look that hard, but we really did want to film an EVO, a cool one. So today we've got one from EP Automotive in the Netherlands. They have tuned this EVO, which stock has 295 horsepower and 366 Newton meters. This now has 500 horsepower and over 600 Newton meters of torque. So it should be a lot of fun, and today I'm going to show you around it, show you all the cool stuff on it, and then we'll take it for a drive on this beautiful road. No Autobahn today for insurance reasons, unfortunately, but still we're going to enjoy this gorgeous EVO 10 today. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates when we upload a new video. And check us out on Instagram if you like, at AutoTopNL. And you can also check out EP Automotive with the link in the description or the top comment. So let's take a look at this gorgeous blue EVO. Let's start with the headlights, because they are different and they are quite aggressive. V-Land headlights, very, very cool, very aggressive, really fits the front of this car. That gaping mouth at the front with that intercooler down there. They also added this extra gearbox cooler in there. The aero kit, you can see the very pronounced front splitter down there, the side skirt and the rear bumper. This is an OEM Mitsubishi Lancer EVO 10 aero kit, but you hardly ever see them. Normally you see an EVO and you think, well, it's a bit skinny. This is a bit more muscular thanks to that OEM aero kit. Very cool hood as well, with some air vents and a scoop. And some rotor wheels, 18-inch matte black, very cool, with these Toyo Proxess R1R tires, basically semi-slicks, very, very cool. 265 all round, so quite a wide tire at the front. Moving on to other stuff on the suspension, we've got KW Club Sport suspension on this car, which is adjustable, really nice. White line sway bars, white line adjustable control arms at the rear. It has a Miltech 3-inch exhaust, catless, completely straight, front to back 3-inch Miltech exhaust, very, very cool. Of course, the big wing and a very aggressive rear end with those angry rear lights. You don't see them that often here in the Netherlands, these EVOs. You see the Subaru Impreza WRXs and STIs quite a bit, but you hardly ever see an EVO. The first 4 generations were only available with right-hand drive, after that also with left-hand drive. But it is a very, very cool car. This one was built from 2008 to 2011. And let's check out the engine. So let's check out what we have under here. As you can see, this is not stock either. So we've got a built engine block by Heuvel Motorsport here in the Netherlands. 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, of course. As I said, 295 horsepower, 366 Newton meters of torque stock. This car 500 horsepower, 600 plus Newton meters, and you can see why, because it has a lot of cool stuff. Well, let's start with the optical, the carbon pack by Password JDM, very, very cool. Engine cover, intake, this beautiful piece right here. It's a really gorgeous engine compartment. We've got this top intercooler pipe, titanium as well. These titanium purple bolts, very cool with that carbon fiber. Very cool combination. But that built engine block means that it has different valves, pistons, connecting rods. It's really, really serious stuff here. And I mean, you do notice that, because it's quite a significant power increase, of course. Other than that, it's got an MHI turbo. It's got stock manifold, stock intercooler, because that works really well. It's got a fuel catch tank, and I think I have covered most of it. I mean, it is a lot, and there's probably some more stuff on here, but that is the most important stuff on this car. And let's check out the interior, which is a lot less flashy and a lot less special. We do have these Recaro seats, very cool and a little bit retro as well. The interior quite ugly, of course, but that's not really the point of this car. Seating position, not great. The steering wheel is not adjustable in depth, like can't get it closer to me, which is a shame, but it will work. It also has these magnesium aluminium alloy pedal shifters, which are really nice, and it's really nice that you have that metallic feel to them. They look nice as well. Because this is the twin clutch SST gearbox, so this is an EVO MR, and if you have a GSR you've got the manual, but Huub, the owner of this car, told me that the manuals you can only get a 5-speed and they are shit. So people blow them up when they have 400 horsepower, so they are rubbish. You should go for the twin clutch gearbox apparently. And well, we'll start it up. Use the key. Max, yes. So it's got a nice dark sound. Very, very quintessential EVO sound, of course. Very JDM with that 3-inch Miltech exhaust without any catalytic converters. That's a good sound. I already like this car because we've been looking for a cool one, as I said, for quite a long time. So I'm really happy that we get to drive a cool one now. So we'll put it in manual, and we have a little switch here for the driving modes. And I have been told to push it up and hold it for Super Sport, because that is the best driving mode. Of course, Super Sport. Okay. Let's go take it for a drive. My first drive in this car. Ooh. Okay, so the gearbox is a little bit jerky, but in a good way. Like you feel that you're shifting. It's got some nice speed to it, nice sound. Oh, I forgot, we've also got Alcon 365mm brakes at the front and 340mm at the rear, 6-piston, 4-piston, so upgraded brakes as well, which is really nice. So starting with the EVO 10, what is it? Well, it's basically just like that Subaru Impreza WRX STI. It's a rally car for the street. This car has been built as a track car, which is super cool, but it's originally a rally car basically. And the new EVO 10 compared to the previous one had a new 2-liter 4-cylinder engine, which was 12 kilo lighter than the one before. It has a super smart all-wheel drive system with a center differential with 3 different settings, so tarmac, gravel and snow. It even has active yaw control, which means that it can torque split between the wheels and basically turn you like a tank on gravel and ice. I think that's basically the idea of that. I mean, there's a lot of smart stuff going on underneath here, and I wish we could cover it all, but I think we still have to find a stock EVO 10 to do that, because this is not stock. I mean, you can feel it immediately when you drive away. It's not intimidating, it's quite an accessible car to tune, also because of that super smart 4-wheel drive system, also because of that twin clutch transmission SST. So you can get in this car and drive it hard. It's really easy. Full throttle. It actually picks up really nicely when you shift gear. You can feel that surge immediately continuing in the next gear, which is nice. I mean, the gearbox itself, the shifts are not super quick, even though it's a twin clutch. But that is a nice setup. Some burbles as well from the exhaust. Just going to turn around, open the windows a little bit for some sound. Second gear. Woo! It's quite aggressive. It has those sticky tires. It has that Club Sport KW suspension, which is adjustable, those adjustable control arms, sway bars. So you can really feel that there's still a little bit of movement in the body or in the chassis. It's not super hard, but it's really nice, and because you have those great tires and that Club Sport suspension, it's just a great feel. The steering is nice and heavy. It's a good, everything feels really analog in this car, which is really nice. Okay, so second gear, give it some beans. And I also like that it's not like super smooth or anything, it's quite raw. So a stock Evo does like 6.3 seconds to 100, I believe, and has a top speed of 242 kilometers an hour. I don't know the exact numbers, but this feels really good, really powerful. Yeah, I really like this build. It is, and as I said, it feels really analog. So even though it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder, the experience is totally different from your average today 2-liter 4-cylinder, if that makes sense. It feels much more raw, and yeah, there's more character in this engine compared to today's engines, which, you know, is a shame, but it's fun to drive a car like this that has been built this well with, you know, all these crazy parts on it. I mean, there's a lot of money that has been put in this car. I mean, those parts are not cheap, and there are some serious parts in this car. So yeah, EP Automotive, check out their website in the description or the top comment. Thanks for bringing us your very cool Evo. The car is for sale, so if you're interested, go check it out. I mean, it's a great driving, great sounding, cool looking Evo with some power to back it up. So if you are interested, go check it out. And that's it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right there. You can also check out this video or go check out this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.